Hey guys, so these are the instructions for your next reading. You will read the text, which is on page 79. This is the text. Well, these are the texts. And on page 78, you have the exercises you should do. Um, this time, the genre we're going to see is a social media post. Um, So here is the definition of the genre. It says social media posts are often written in response to a question. They use informal language and relaxed grammar. Social media posts would be publicaciones en redes sociales. So here in our book, we have 4 different social media posts about the sharing economy. A person called Denise asks a question about the sharing economy, and 4 people, Angel, Bizwiz, Jam22, and Clever Alex, answer her. So there are 4 posts: Angel's post, Bizwiz's post, Jam22's post, and Clever Alex's post. Denise asks, we hear so much nowadays about the sharing economy, the new way of doing business that's taking over the world. Now we can all share personal skills and possessions using websites and absolutely amazing apps. Does anybody have any experience with this? And then these 4 people answer. In the first exercise, you have to read the 4 posts and answer which writer is planning to use the service for a limited time. Which writer uses the service to solve a frustrating problem, etc. You only have to say which one of these does each thing: Angel, Bizwiz, Gem, or Clever Alex. In the second exercise, you must answer the questions using your own words. Why was Angel happy to be told about Rendezvous, etc. In exercise 3, you will look for some words. So before you start doing 3 and 4, I will show you the vocabulary preview I have here in the webbook, so you don't have to look in the glossary. Although, of course, you should, whenever you need to, you can look in the glossary at the end of the book, where you can find all the words from the unit. So this is the vocabulary from this part of the unit. I will read the words in English, and here you have their translations. Charge, fee, go broke, make the best of something, odd jobs, queue, rent, request, show someone around, stuff, suit, purchase. So you have to look for these words in the text, for the words or expressions that mean pay to use for a period of time, pagar para utilizar durante un tiempo determinado, ask for, price for a service, things, is right for. So these words already appeared in vocabulary preview, and you will also find them in the text. Then in number 4, you must complete the sentences with the words with these blue words and expressions, which also appeared in the vocabulary preview I just showed you. Then They want you to focus on the difference between gerunds and infinitives. There are a few rules about their use. So, we can see that the gerunds are used after certain verbs, but they only give us one verb: consider, renting. You cannot say consider to rent. You always have to say consider renting. After prepositions, when you have a preposition like on, after that you must use a gerund, the ing form. And after certain expressions, I can't see myself doing this forever. And also as the subject of a sentence. Working at TaskRabbit really suits me. Some verbs are always followed by an infinitive, on the other hand. So we have verbs like consider that are always followed by the gerund, and then other verbs like afford that are always followed by an infinitive. I can't afford to buy new clothes. Other verbs can be followed by either a gerund or an infinitive. However, in some cases, the meaning changes. He stopped using taxis when Uber came along. Dejó de utilizar taxis. The driver stopped to take a rest. El conductor paró para descansar. You should go to page 82 in your workbooks. Where you will find more rules and more details about the use of the gerund and the infinitive. You see, they explain what the gerund is, and they give you a little longer list, a short but longer than one, which we had previously, of the verbs that are usually followed by a gerund. Prepositions, which we said, certain structures, and as the subject of a sentence. And then they also explain the use of the infinitive, verbs that are followed by an infinitive, adjectives and adverbs are followed by an infinitive, and after verbs like advise, help, persuade, teach, tell, warn. So in order to do exercise 5 in your students' books, you should read these explanations about gerunds and infinitives on page 82 in your workbooks. You will probably need to consult page 82. So this is number 5. Complete the sentences with the verbs below. Use a gerund or an infinitive. So if the rule isn't here, it's on page 82 in your workbook. So for example, this verb, avoid, I try to avoid, doesn't appear here nor here. We only have consider and afford. So you should go to page 82 of your workbook and find the verb avoid and see whether it's followed by an infinitive or a gerund. As always, write your answers on a separate sheet and bring it to class next Tuesday, on Tuesday the 23rd. That's it for this reading. I'll see you on Tuesday the 23rd. Have a good one.